Hi, this is Adam Bierman.
And I'm Patrick McDonald.
Princetonian Now, the only show about Princeton for Princetonians, but you don't have to live here to see all the cultural intents going on in the town, the cultural capital of New Jersey, Princeton. So what are we going to see again, Pat?
We're going to see the Historical Society about building Princeton with Legos. Kids have pictures of buildings that are popular in Princeton, and they build Legos to match the exact building.
I love the renderings and the kids.
Absolutely.
You saw the brains twisting and turning, and they worked as a team and stuff, and they were making the Legos. It was fascinating.
Absolutely. And then we attended Communiversity.
We did.
And you said there was going to be, what, like 50,000 people there?
Well, that's the number they say. I don't even know if they're sure what's happening, but it's packed.
Absolutely,
It's packed. And the weather was great, and it was a good time to celebrate town, gown, good food, things to buy, some discounts, and of course you see friends you hadn't seen in a long time. It's become a Princeton event. It's all Woodstock.
I mean, not as big as Woodstock, but definitely it's a cultural event that people, not just from Princeton, we found people from Texas, from Japan, they all come to Princeton. It's like a metropolitan hub for everyone.
Yeah, Princeton has become this tourist destination, a happening place. And they even, I see it in former guidebooks, like when you're in Philly or New York, take a side trip to Princeton. Well, why not? And of course, patronize our great shops on Nassau Street and Palmer Square. Got to give them a plug too.
Absolutely.
So let's get to the episode with the Princeton Historical Society and the Legos.
We're going to see kids building with Legos.
Adam Bierman, Princetonian Now. We're at the Updike Farm, home of now the Princeton Historical Society and Build Princeton with Legos. I'm speaking to, and I have to say, I'm a little, I'm impressed and almost jealous. Your name is?
Izzy Kasdan.
And your job, your title?
I'm the Executive Director of the Historical Society of Princeton.
What is your big picture for the Historical Society? What are you trying to do on 2 or 3 fronts?
Well, this today is a great example of what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to reach new audiences. So maybe people who haven't really seen themselves as the standard historical society audience in the past, but really trying to introduce people to the fact that history is all around us and history can be fun and engaging, and that it's important that we all have an understanding of that part of our community and our heritage, and trying to reach new people in new ways, I suppose, is the biggest picture vision of them all.
Adam Bierman, Princetonian Now. We're building Princeton at the Princeton Historical Society. This is their new headquarters. The old ones were on the old Bainbridge House on Nassau Street. Today it's really exciting. Family, fun, entertainment. They're going to get pictures and they're going to take Legos and try to copy that picture, make a Lego impression, so to speak. Let's find out more. Adam Bierman, Princetonian Now at Building Princeton, the Lego event. I'm talking to, should I say, the genesis, the man behind this, Stephen Schwartz. What are you trying to accomplish here today?
The main thing that we try to accomplish is when I work with the Historical Society and they are trying to get their message out to the public, I can supplement that in a beautiful way by bringing families together so that they'll start to think about the architectural heritage of their community. That's all we're trying to do, is get them to look and see and notice things they probably have driven by 100 times, but they never noticed the roof line. They never noticed the brick. They never noticed the window arrangement or the geometry of the building. And all of a sudden, as they look at this photograph to try and duplicate it in Lego, all of a sudden they say, oh, I never noticed that before. It's a great feeling. I love seeing that. So our mission today is for each family to build a building that we have selected with the total help of the Historical Society. After they finish the model, we are going to roll out a 32-foot map of Princeton and put the buildings down on their actual location.
So holistically, it makes more sense to everyone then.
Visually, this is a visual exercise, something they would never have been able to do on their own. But, you know, all of a sudden you got 50 buildings and they're all over the place. The downtown is going to be a little condensed. We had a problem here. The map turned out to be a little smaller than I expected, but they'll get the picture. It's a lot of fun.
And you painted a great picture. Great for the Historical Society, great for kids and education, and great for awareness of architecture.
And as a family program, you can't Your kids don't always want to do things with you, but this is one thing that they will love doing together as a family.
And it's obvious. Take a panorama. It's obvious they love it together. Thank you very much, Mr. Schwartz.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, Adam Bierman, Princetonia NOW. We're at the Updike Farm, now home with the Princeton Historical Society. I'm talking to.
Lorianne Reinhardt,
Where do you live?
Hamilton, New Jersey.
Oh, what led you? How did you hear about this event?
I saw a flyer in Princeton at the toy store on the door, and my son saw Lego, and he ran to it.
So what's happening today? It's some kind of Lego event?
Yes, we're building Princeton. We're building historical buildings out of Lego.
Oh my God. No, that could be an educational time for the kids, or it could cause family disharmony, non-harmony. What's going to happen with you?
I think it's going to be very educational, plus a little bit of him being the boss.
What's the name of your team?
Pink Llamas! No, Tomo, we're not naming our team the Pink Llamas! You just said that on television!
It could be edited. So anyway, how are you all working together? What's the modus operandi?
He's doing the arches. Me and him are doing the third floor and the roof, and he's doing the second.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he's doing this lower white part, he's doing this middle part, and we're doing the top part.
Names are fine. So are you going to get this done in 2 hours?
Yes.
If we can stop arguing about how big the perimeter should be.
No one knows what might happen in 2 hours, but one thing is it's going to be industrious, hardworking, and I think you're always very interesting young men. Thank you very much. Hey, let go my ego. Bad joke. We're here at the Updike Farm for the Lego, Building Princeton Lego competition. I'm talking to
Jillian, Izzy, and Hayden.
You look all very smart and studious. Are you really ready to build this?
Oh, yeah. Because we have 1,000 Legos at home. Like millions.
And you,
That we can't count.
are you going to be able to work together, though, in the 2 hours to make this Princeton Bank and Trust?
Yes. Of course. We'll try.
Who's in charge here? Or should I?
Me. Me. Definitely me, because I'm the one who's like in the middle. I'm the oldest. No, I'm the youngest.
This should be really interesting. Good luck.
This all started in Montclair, New Jersey. So we have now been at the Montclair Art Museum. This was our 13th year. We were there 2 weeks ago. Not only do we sell out the entire 50 slots, they had to add another program. So we do 100 families in one day, and there's a waiting list for a third. So it's what's nice is every year we repeat it, and it's just a great benefit for the Historical Society. But we do Montclair, New Jersey, Summit, Morristown. We added Westport, Connecticut. We do Stony Brook, New York. And Hershey, Pennsylvania last year. The Historical Societies call us, could you develop one for our town? This took about 6 months to develop this whole program today. And I work, with the Historical Society here. So
Do you have a website, or how can people reach you?
a terrific website. It's called buildingblocksworkshops.com.
Buildingblocksworkshops.com. Thank you, Mr. Schwartz.
Thank you.
I like that. All the modalities there. They saw a picture. They did work together as a team. It was very hands-on. They did, take that rendering and make it into Legos. And then they're going to get interested in architecture. Also, just to see the finished product, they actually made a picture with Legos, and they're going to remember.
What really interests me is that these young kids, like 4 to maybe like 10, 11, or 12, they saw a picture and then they just started building Legos, and they made an actual building out of that. Like when I was young and playing with Legos, I couldn't do that. I wasn't that bright.
And also, I expected Legos to be flying. I thought fights would happen, maybe over Barry Paris.
yeah,
None of that happened. None of that happened at all.
nothing.
And it was actually a little cold in there in the barn. That was on the Updike farm. Now the headquarters of the Princeton Historical Society. And I got to give a shout out to the Historical Society director, Izzy Kasdid, Princeton High graduate. I think she's only in her late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job. I mean, these are interactive events that get everyone involved and really promote the Historical Society.
The Historical Society seems to be doing more now
Yeah.
since she got in charge. Like, they have more events going on that we might cover in the summer. They had the Legos, which is now world-renowned because they go to D.C., Montclair,
Right.
up in Boston.
But it's ingenious. It's
Yeah,
fun.
exactly.
It's competition. It's artistic. It's everything. It's family-centered. People will talk about it. It was an excellent promotion tool.
And actually, like, you saw the kids, you know, lack of a better term, they were actually quiet and just,
Yeah.
just you
That's
know.
what I thought this had the recipe for disaster,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
not at all. Not at all. And they worked together pretty well. My brother and I, we couldn't even decide on lunch, and who's going to share dessert. And you know, people were going downstairs and fists could fly. So it was a great event, and I was very impressed.
Yeah, it was very great. And now the next one, the main event, I guess, is Communiversity.
Who did we talk to in Communiversity? Let me count the ways. Mayor Lampert, of course, but as you said, there was people from all over the country. We are a focused area, city, metro area happening. Texas, Louisiana, California, you name it.
They all came here they came to Princeton for the reason to go to Communiversity, which I think is amazing. It's like so world-renowned, the town, and also this event, that
Right.
people go from, you know, like a very nice warm summer place like Florida or California to come up to kind of it was a nice day, but still kind of cold,
Yeah.
just to experience this event.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't know we were that happening, and the name's been out there.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, I had to have my lemonade and my popcorn and my kettle corn, and the prices were great. And again, I saw too many. It was like a reunion. You saw so many old friends and made new ones too. It sounds like a pickup line, but anyway, that's what happened.
Movie
and,
slogan.
And of course, I love it when the Princeton band, University band, comes up Weatherspoon Street and they play the classic, Back to Old Nassau.
The
and
whole
other
opening
stuff.
ceremony.
Exactly. I mean, you can't beat it. It's a festive time for all. You can't leave without a wide smile on your face.
Right.
That's what I think.
Let's take a look.
Almost 50 years ago, someone had a great idea. Don't exactly know who, about having something called Communiversity, connecting town and gown. Now in 2018, we're back again. But Communiversity is beyond a success. Over 50,000 people might be here today, and we're going to show you the tastes, the smells, and the great conversations. And we're Princetonia now. We're with and
This one hurt.
why are you here today?
I'm the president of the Arts Council, so we're here celebrating the university, celebrating the unofficial beginning of spring in Princeton.
It's not spring-like, but it's a spectacular view out here. A lot of people, a lot of shows, multicultural happenings.
Absolutely, and a lot of fun for lots of
Hello. Thank you, Princeton University Marching Band. Let's hear it for Princeton University
Looks like
Marching
it's already a
Band.
great crowded day. It's beautiful. We're about to the opening ceremonies here. And no, I think this is probably going to be one of the best
Hello, Princeton.
universities
It's
ever.
time
I
I'd
feel
like
it
to
in the
bring up
air.
Tanisha Nash.
Great. Good luck, and we'll talk to you next year.
All right, sounds good.
Adam Bierman, Princetonia Now. This is a neighbor from, we were just little kids running across the street, probably not even looking where we're going.
I was charged with babysitting you.
That's right. And you used to run a lot of cross country, I remember, too. I always saw you running.
Yes, yes.
No, but now you're helping. I saw an excellent documentary you did on Marquand Park on Princeton TV. What's going on?
Marquand Park.
Marquand. But anyway, what are we doing now? What are you up to now with Marquand Park?
Well, this is the Marquand Park Foundation, right? And we support the park. This is a 17-acre arboretum in the center of Princeton. We are blessed with over 800 accession trees there of 168 different species. And so It's a gem. It's Princeton's unknown gem. So
And you're trying to preserve it, grow it, keep it in shape, so to speak.
we are indeed. We are indeed. So we've got Tom Lederer, our treasurer. Tom, turn around. Say hello. All right. Hello. Andy Sutphin.
I know Andrew. Is there any website you can go to? How can people learn more, give back?
Oh, you definitely can. Go on markwoodpark.com.
MarkWanPark.com. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Bob.
All right. Take care, Adam.
Hi, Adam Bierman, Princetonia NOW. I'm talking to Alexandra. I've seen you now 3 times in 2 weeks. Other times I just see you in a car, but I always remember who you are, your face, always bad with names, and I love your husband's Scottish accent. But we're not going to discuss that, though. We're discussing, what are you here for today?
Well, I'm here for 2 things. I'm here for the Princeton Shade Tree Commission and for the Master Gardeners. And Pat Frawley, who's with me,
Hi there.
Shade Tree and Master Gardeners. And the Master Gardeners are here to provide information about the upcoming Insect Festival, about the Plant Expo, which is coming up next weekend, and to give any information people might want to get about what to do with their plants. And the Shade Tree Commission is giving out trees. We've got 5 different varieties of trees, and these are come from funding from the state to help reforest New Jersey after the trees we lost in Sandy and other storms. So we're hoping people will come along, pick up a tree, and plant it in their garden, take pictures as it grows, and come back next year and the year after to Communiversity and show us the pictures so we can see how the trees grow.
The votes here today for Communiversity with the Shade Tree Commission, but you wear many hats. You're also president of the board of what some people have called the 4th pillar in Princeton, shall I say, social media, social propaganda, whatever you want to call it. We have the Arts Council, we have the library, I forgot what the 3rd one was, and then we have Princeton TV. Is that kind of right?
Well, I think that's terrific, and that's something that I'd really like to see promoted and get more, awareness of, because I think the 3rd one you were probably trying to get at, it was McCarter Theater, which has earned a Tony. The library is world class, and of course, this is the largest gathering in Mercer County that's sponsored by the Arts Council, and Princeton Community Television is not, people are not as aware of that yet.
Okay, but what is the plan, the general macro plans? How are you going to try to raise awareness and funding?
Well, we're going to basically be doing a lot more outreach. We're going to be doing lots of programs and events. We've got a possible program that would involve like Friends of Princeton TV, and we're also engaged in a program to do some public service announcements for municipal boards and organizations. Just enhancing the awareness is the first attack angle. So,
and after that, do you think you can get into some what I call win-win partnerships with other nonprofits or even for-profit businesses? Like they get to promote a show on Princeton TV. They also help with financing.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're already partnered with Nassau Film Festival, and that's going to be coming up in May, so make sure you come see that. That's always a real blast. I was fortunate enough to be able to put a documentary together last year that aired and that was premiered at the Nassau Film Festival, and it's a lot of fun and it's free, so make sure you come out to that. And we've got a lot more, cross promotions and partnerships that I think are going to be very productive and fruitful.
And don't forget to watch Princetonia NOW on Princeton TV, the only show for and about Princeton. Thank you very much, Slythe.
Thank you.
Hi, Adam Bierman, Princetonia NOW. One thing exciting about Communiversity is they have so many different stands with so many different things. Food and also things like the Princeton Plasma Physics Lab. What's going on today here?
Well, we're here showing people about science and a little bit about what goes on at Princeton Plasma Physics Lab.
So it's interactive.
That's right. People get to play with all of our science gadgets. They can see how magnets work. They can see how vacuum pumps work. They can see light spectra of different plasma light sources.
I'm not a scientist, but I'm kind of absent-minded. I forgot to ask your name. And what's your title?
I'm Hutch Nielsen. I'm a physicist at the Plasma Physics Lab.
One of the gems of this town, and some people still don't realize, we have the Princeton University Art Museum. Excellent paintings, ever-changing expositions, and even more important to me, it's free. An amazing resource. And we're talking to?
Shiza, the current store manager.
What do you want people to know when they come to this table, besides seeing what you have, about the Princeton Art Museum?
That we have an amazing permanent collection which is free to the public, and there's a lot to see there. There's art programs that happen every Saturday which are also free for families. So I recommend checking out our website to see we have our event calendar up there, which everything's free to the public, including a lot of artist lectures.
Thank you very much. Hi, Adam Bierman, Princetonia NOW. We're with a living legend in my mind, one of the few family-run stores left uptown. I call it uptown. Mr. Landau, thanks for talking to us.
No problem.
Communiversity, what does it mean to you in terms of sale, meeting people, hoopla, profit?
It's just a fun day, and each year is different. I mean, we were one of the founders going back 40 some odd years.
Exactly.
So it's, and each year is different. This year it's going to be cool, so we're not selling sun hats, we're selling sweatshirts and gloves.
But do you really get more sales? Does it help business-wise?
Whether it helps or it doesn't, it gives people the opportunity of walking by, seeing what we're doing, and if they like it, what they see, they come back later.
Quickly, I know your time's valuable. You have survived and you're still here. Why you, as opposed to other family-run businesses or any other business of any sort, surviving here?
Well, my cousin used to own the Army Navy store. Hewlett's went out this past year. Both of those stores had, items that if you went in, you could try it on, you could look at the end of the box, or you could look at the label, go online and order it and save money. Here, we go out of our way to find products no one else has, or at prices that no one else has.
So, niche, attractive storefront, and you're still here. Thank you very much.
Yep. Yep.
Let me tell you, the stars align. We're talking local celebrities, and we saw them, and the galaxy was out there. We talked to Scythe DeVoe, Princeton TV fame, and the Nassau Film Festival. Liz Lampert, of course, who's the mayor. Mr. Landau, Henry Landau, one of the family-run stores, been in Princeton for over 45 years. Gave some good tips how you try to survive in these Amazon internet days. Mr. Levine, I just forgot his first name. Anyway, right now he's president of the Art Center. He directs it and everything. The tourists we talked to, Alex Rabel, talking about
the Shade Tree
Shade Tree Commission and the importance of trees, especially with all the storms we're getting. And the university. Did we get to the university?
We got to the art museum.
Art Museum, and also the, I hope you showed this, did I just see that? I can't remember. The plasma physics.
Right, of course, yeah.
Yes, and I got shocked, but I was smarter afterwards.
Do you feel the electricity pumping your brain?
It was like a Marvel comic. My superpower, you saw my conversation got more cogent, I actually spoke clearer, everything. And I didn't even have any alcohol yet. So, what about you, though? How did you like it?
I mean, I really liked it just because really, like you said, it's the sights and the smells that really get to you. Like when you're there, you feel at home, kind of. Like there are a lot of people who don't like big crowds, but I really like when you're in a big crowd like a university, because it's like you're seeing people that you've seen around town, and it's just like we're all coming together for a family fun event, and we're trying to,
It's really true. It's like a warm blanket. You're smothered, and it's great. And there's still something kind of neat and an anomaly when you can walk in the middle of Witherspoon and Nassau Street, and it's just like a big party. It's like a lawn party.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like your living room, but it's cement and everything. Everything's closed off and everything.
It's like a huge block party.
Right, exactly.
With so many stands, great food.
And things to buy, and the discounts, because they put things out. So yeah, I didn't want it to end, but it did.
It had to.
But we can come back next year.
Right.
And
maybe
we will.
Get more sights, more sounds, maybe more booths.
Because that's what Princetonia NOW does.
Yes.
The sights, the sounds, the people, the happenings of a pretty unique town with a population of only 31,000. So what's coming up next? Do you have any?
Right now,
we're in transition.
Well, Princetonia NOW is not a typical show because it doesn't go month by month, each month or each week or each 2 weeks. We go when there's a good event going, and it varies. It could be the other month, it could be the next month.
That's what I like, though. We just don't chase anything.
No.
I mean, we could go to the Shade Tree Commission. It's important, but he wants to discuss maybe the tensile pressure and tenacity of someone's of a tree's limb or something. No, but yeah, it's something unique and different, and it's worth waiting for.
We have to go to events that people want to see that people maybe can't get to, because that's the whole point. but if we don't want to show, like for a better term, boring events. We want to go to the fun events where people will be there, where we can see, see great things that Princeton has to offer. Because if we're just any old show just going to random events, it'll get boring and stale. We just want the fun events and the fast-paced one.
No yawn. No cosmic yawn.
yawns.
Maybe I could. I know a psychic. Maybe we can channel Einstein's ghost and do an interview. Just a thought.
If we could,
I'll get
maybe.
scuba gear and go to the bottom of Carnegie Lake. Could you imagine what you might find down there? These are see how we think out of the box now, because this is Princetonia Now, and this is Pat McDonald, because Pat had the vision. Pat was the producer, director, editor, and hopefully this will grow into something even bigger, as big as Community University.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Right now it's still a little small, but that's okay because I just have when more people will know about it, I just think the numbers will go up, and people will want to see what they missed if they were out of town or if they're like sick or in bed and couldn't go out. They'll see what great events Princeton has to offer.
So one with this too, and you can see it anytime you want on princetontv.org. Go to the Vimeo archive. The show's on 24/7 for as long as you want. Stop, come back to it.
Also, it's going to be on YouTube pretty soon.
YouTube too, your YouTube channel. So we're going to be back soon. I can't wait. And this is Adam Bierman
and Patrick McDonald
for
Princetonia
Now.